It's August 19th, 2025. So Tuesday, August 19th, 2025. The greatest feeling is to be right here. There is nothing other than being right here. The greatest feeling is right here. It's you existing, and you exist because that is existence. You exist because it is existing. There is no difference. A little rabbit hole. You are existing because we're gonna rewind that. Hello, JM. Rom Rom. You think that there's a separation between you and existence, but you exist to know this existence. You are existing. That's how you know it. But there really is no existence. There's no separation. There's no out there and in here. There's no you and existence. Because for it to exist, you have to be aware. You have to exist. So the best feeling in the world, it's always right inside of you. You get a front row seat, JM. We just started this. And it doesn't matter where you go or where you're at, because you're existing. And existence is existing with you. And you are the awareness of it. You are it. It bleeds into one another. And wherever you're at, it's always going to be your existence, all of it. And it's going to be the greatest feeling in the world. Simply, it's right where you're at. It doesn't matter what activity you do, because you're still right here. You are the greatest feeling. You are all of existence. Now, when you think that there's something outside of you that's tangible, when you think that you have to get something, and you separate yourself. The only separation between you and all of reality, and I mean the galaxies, I mean the heavens, there's really no difference. The thing that separates you from everybody and everything, and it's from feeling it. Yes. So what separates you from feeling it, everything, is just your thoughts. Because you can actually stop thinking, and we all do this. We're just not aware. And when you stop thinking, you automatically merge into reality. You automatically feel everything around you when you stop thinking. When you think, you can't feel things around you. There's no way to really describe it. But thinking, it doesn't feel, your thinking doesn't tell you someone's coming to attack you. You actually are aware, and you feel something coming. It's always about that. The demon in the head, the evil thoughts, you feel something from it. All of reality, for it to exist, has a core fundamental, a feeling. It's not a thought. It's not a thought at all. You think everything around you exists because it's in your head. But underneath your thought is the core feeling of reality. Your thought is just a misconception. Because all of reality has a fundamental feel. Yes, I can see everything around me. I can hear stuff. I can taste stuff. And you can think and you can think. But the core of all of this, it's has a feel. It has a consciousness. The fence has a conscious. If I beat it up, literally punch it, if I start punching this all day, light it on fire with a torch, it's gonna absorb that energy, and it's gonna look however it looks after that. It has life and it has conscious. Same with the grass. You see, this grass is missing. This grass is living. If I go through and tear up all this grass, it's going to look like a desert. It's the same thing like a desert. That's what a desert really is. It used to be lush land. But everything around you is consciousness. It's the same conscious inside of you. So why I'm saying this is because your thought about reality and what you're thinking, it's not the core of reality and the core of who you are. This is all living around us, and all we have to do is actually feel it and also become aware of it. It's the same way you treat a dog or your girlfriend or maybe a special family member. You treat them nicely, but then you treat someone else wrong. But all of reality should be treated nicely because it's just reflected back to you. So the greatest feeling is the one feeling of reality. It's the only feeling. You create emotions because you react to your thoughts. All your thoughts have underlying emotions. Donald Trump. Some people hate Donald Trump, but it comes from the thoughts. Okay? Hate comes from your head. Indecisiveness. But it's actually not the true feeling. The core of reality is inside of you. Reality is inside of you. And it's the genuine feeling. There is nothing outside of you. There is no separation between you and whatever that you think. Between you and reality. You're just here. Your body is functioning. Your lungs are pumping. The food is going through your system. And you're not doing that. It's just there. It's just happening. And so are you. Now your brain likes to take off. It is the separation. So when you slow down your brain, when you take your time, when you do activities, then you can come into this. Because if you do things fast all the time, you're not going to have the energy or the awareness to keep up with that. If your mind is moving too fast, it needs to slow down. Simply because life happens at a still point And for you to feel life and all of existence, you feel it right inside of you. And when you feel it inside of you, you'll actually start feeling that it's actually emanating outside of you too. So it's bleeding through us. It's not that it's even really a part of us. It's actually just there. So when they talk about God, when they talk about religion, this is what they're talking about. Because it's a presence of eyes that are awareness. But what is a presence and what is it? It's a feeling, really, is what it is. Because you can close your eyes and still feel it. But it's always right here. The best feeling is always right here. You're just in a body and you're subject to this matter. We think that something's going to get us the best feeling. We're always searching for something, thinking about something. There's nothing to think about. It is actually an illusion to think about me, aka the narration in your head. The story that you tell yourself because everything has a conscious. Your chair, your desk, your clothes get wrinkled, stuff, the plants die, and that same conscious is inside of you. So people are miserable and they're angry simply because they don't recognize their conscious. There's no reason to be angry. There's no reason to be miserable. Because you are it. You are the best feeling in the world. And you don't know it. It's that simple. But you're not going to hear this when you're stuck in your mind. It's actually outside of your mind. And you can become aware of this. Because there's no reason to be miserable. It's an illusion to be miserable. We are life. We are all of life. There's nothing outside of us. And really, there's nothing inside of us but this sentient being, like a plant. It's just the feel of life. All thoughts are an illusion. But you can become the awareness of your thoughts or you stop thinking, simply. Because everything that's going on outside of you and all the life in the world, it's not thinking. So this is what God is. And everyone should be filled with excitement and happiness. Because it's what's happening. It's all that there is. You can't believe it simply because there's nothing to believe. You have to actually feel it. Believing, it's not going to actually make you feel it. None of your thoughts are actually going to make you feel it. Because what you really are is a thoughtless entity. The life inside of you is its own. And you think you have free will, or you're separated in your head. I think this. Yeah, everyone's thinking. So all these people are miserable. They're all stuck in their own head. They're literally stuck, encapsulated in their own head. They've been doing this all their lives. They've been doing this for many lives. Just stuck in their head. But they don't realize they don't have to pay attention to the head. You actually have an awareness that surrounds you and bleeds into reality. It has to be. Because there is no separation. How could there be? It's only when you think about a thought, a particular thought, watch it. You become it. You're just not in control. And I will say, controlling your thoughts is the hardest thing to do in reality. It's harder than going to war, any war. It's harder than doing anything. But it's also can be the easiest. And it's the most rewarding thing ever. The real war is going on in your head. That's how you start a war. The real conflict is just inside your head. It's you. It's your thoughts about it. Your thoughts don't matter. The life inside of you does, and you feeling it is what matters. So, if I punch this fence in the face, it's going to have a dent. If I punch someone in the face, they're going to have a dent in their face. The fence, the face, they're the same thing. As in, they are the same conscious in the same life. You're always seeing. You're always watching your thoughts. You are actually the watcher, the see of your thoughts. Notice how your thoughts change. And then they change how you feel. But if you stay watching your thoughts, you'll see that the real you and how you feel, your core fundamental feeling of reality, it doesn't change. You become this awareness of straight ecstasy. It's what reality is. Straight ecstasy. Bursting with expression. Bursting with life. There is nothing outside of you. Life is expressing itself through you. It doesn't matter what you like and what you don't like, because you're going to do it anyway. It's never stopped anybody. Because only your thought will stop you. When you love someone, you'll never take advantage of them. You won't have to try to love someone. It just comes through you. The feeling of life. You are the greatest feeling. You are the only feeling. This is where we're all headed back to. This is what death really is. Death of the mind. To come back into feeling your existence. It's the same as all existence. Because it's happening through you. So, all there really is existence existing. You can think this, but that's not actually the feel of who you are. That is the separation. If there's any questions, you can always ask. We are life. It's as simple as that. And everything is a part of life. That's why they say children of God. And that's why we are connected to this. To everything. Nothing, there is no feeling outside of you. You are the core feeling. Once you become aware of this, you give love. There's no holding back. And you don't think about giving love. It just pours out of you. It emanates. People don't love their life or don't do what they want simply because they don't do what they want. A killer goes and kills somebody. Nothing stopped him, but something's stopping you. Something's stopping everybody else. People do all types of stuff. Nothing stops them. They might die, get very ill. But they might go to jail. And then there's people that want to do stuff, but they never go do it. So that's going to make you miserable. Your thoughts are the only thing that stop you and someone else from doing something. The people that live pity lives, that are miserable, it's because they don't do anything. It's simply that. But I'll tell you what they do. They make excuses. And then they complain about their life. But what is there to complain about? And that doesn't get you anywhere. Simply, you are life. You take action to live the life you want. And you are the creator of your life. If you want to feel angry, you're the one making you angry. If you're in an angry situation around angry people, well, it's your job to leave that situation. Not someone else's. Who's going to do that? You think someone cares enough and even knows about it to go and take you out of an angry situation? No one cares enough. And that's simply just not going to happen. You take yourself out of any situation you don't want to be in. Job, wherever you're at, friends, simply, you are the creator of your life. Easier said than done? Not necessarily. That's just what you think. Lego. Yeah, but the reason you got into that situation, this is the key. The reason you got in that situation is because you put yourself into that situation. So all your life events led up to where you are at now. Good or bad, it doesn't matter. We don't think about all the stuff we did, but it doesn't matter about the past. We have the choice to change it and change it this very moment. If we just fall in love and let the love guide us, even more so, like we were just saying, Lego, you are the creator of your life. When did you start actually creating your life and becoming aware of it? Well, if you do it when you're 50, you had a lifetime of habits and cycles and probably shit that you didn't want to do, or shit that really affected you negatively. Again, if you're the only one to affect you negatively because you take it in that way, so it doesn't matter what's going on right now in your life. The things you don't like are pushing you to the things you do like. You simply are the creator of your life. Whatever you want to do over everything else, whatever pulls you in this moment, you have to go towards that. You might not be able to quit your job immediately. You might not be able to drop what you're doing this very moment, though you could. But you've built whatever situation you're in, you've built up to that situation. So that's why you're in it. Now, if you don't like it, then you have the ability to change it. And if you just had this epiphany or this change you wanted to make yesterday, but the last couple of years you've been building up to this, well, yeah, you're not going to be, maybe in this world, you can still change how you feel about it in your mind state, but you might not be able to do exactly what you want overnight because of the way you've built your life. If you have a family and kids, you want to leave them. Are you going to leave them immediately? Or are you going to work out something with them or a plan? It could still be not affecting you. The stuff only affects you, well, when you let it. And if you're truly living your life, then you're going to be living your life. You're going to be doing what you want. So when we talk about the current situation that you're in, you weren't living how you wanted to live. So now you want to live how you want to live. Well, you have to go towards that. It really shouldn't take years, maybe a couple months. But the way you feel about it, you can change that. Yeah. Again, a lot of people are just making excuses. The people that live that don't like their life, we could say miserable lives, they go listen to them. I guarantee they're going to make excuses and they're going to complain. How is there people out there living their life? So many of them. And they might not even like what they do, but they may seem like they do. And how come there's people not living their life? You are the only factor. You make a choice every day. Your choice is always right. You are always worthy. No one is better than you. And fundamentally, we can feel this deep-rooted feeling, and we can come awareness of all of reality. Simply watch where you're going. See the details. Whatever attracts and calls for you most, you'll literally feel it outside of your chest. You'll feel a pull. Now, it's not usually towards another human being for intimacy. That's not how it's happening for people. That's usually the false idea. Actually, what you feel to do is something in your life. Travel, music. You feel called to go to someplace. It's like you can't stop it. And that is your true life. It's what you want to do. You always feel a calling inside of you. Yeah. And if you don't feel something, that means it wasn't meant for you. It means you don't want to do it. Maybe you wanted to do it for some time, but now you feel a call towards something else. I know plenty of rich people that make so much money. I mean, you can go search. But all they do every day is work. Now, I don't even think they actually like the work. They're just not doing what they want to do. It's rich people too. Because, yeah. It doesn't always take money to do what you want to do. The people that make stuff happen, they do it sometimes with basically nothing. Yeah. The thing is, we are life, and we're just expressing ourselves. However you want to express yourself, go and make it happen. There's nothing between you and letting it happen. You and your division in your head. That's the only thing that separates you from making it happen. And this is a positive thing. It's not a hatred. It's not a murder. That's still in the head. I'm talking about feeling the awareness around you. Listening to the birds. Feeling your being. It sounds abstract to the mind. Of course, the mind only is an intellect that likes to solve math problems. It wants an answer. It's a problem solver. Just like a math problem. There's no yes and no. There's no feeling. Okay? It's abstract in itself. You think you exist because of your thought. I think, therefore I am. Actually, you were before the thinking. You are the watcher of your thinking. And even more so, that you are the best feeling in the world. So when you feel this inside of you and turn down your thinking, you feel this love, which equals life. You automatically go live the life that's best for you, and you make the best choices. Because life is a feeling. It's inside of you, and it's everywhere outside of you. The two are the same. But your life is encapsulated in this body, but the feeling extends past your body. What's up, partner? All there ever was. Thinking and hate, they come because you have to think about it. But when you feel your essence, there's no thinking required. And it's always there, that feeling. It's a burst of happiness. It's bursting with life. That's why you go do things that you love to do. You literally are excitement. Yeah. And you don't even have to do anything, because the God's life in excitement is bursting outside of you or inside of you, and you're just performing like an actor, it's literally just expressing yourself of your excitement and of the life you are. What could there be outside of you? Other people's thoughts and your thoughts. Other people's thoughts change. They don't really care about you. You can't. You just can't. It's too much for the mind. It's too much to even think about everything going on. There's too many thoughts. And you stay glued to usually one. Okay. It's just too much to think about. And that's why it hurts you. It overrides you. But if we actually slow down our thinking, take our time, then we can feel the essence of who we really are. Life happens very still. This is why they have Zen. This is why we have tragedies. This is why people get fed up with life. Because it's going on too fast. You're thinking too erratically. Things are stimulating you way, way too much. And we're coming back to this piece. How's it going? We're coming back to the slowing down. People are always moving too fast. Because you think it's this. There's no reason to move fast. People walk their dog fast. People live their life fast. The true essence of life comes from nothing / stillness. But if you're moving too fast, you're not going to feel this. It actually comes from slowing down. The most aggravated and miserable people that I know, and I know them, I just see their energy. Everything they do is too fast. They're smoking fast. They're running up and down the steps, like literally running. For what? You're using up all your energy. And they're not calm. Life is calm. Go out in nature. See how still a plant is. You're going to feel calmness out in nature. Because it's happening very subtle. And so is the life inside of you. Because we are the same life outside of you. Oh yeah, everybody's just listening today, Lego. Some Hey, sometimes it's better not to say anything. Sometimes there's nothing to say. Thank you for being in here, Lego. Thank everyone for being in here. Thank the whole world for existing. We're just existing, and we're meant for to express ourselves. And you'll see once you start expressing yourselves truly, like out of love, no resistance, your life will become more gentle, more grace, and you can even could say easier. Yeah, yesterday there was a bunch of people like talking. Today, it's the opposite. I'm still here. It's still happening. And once you start expressing yourself, it brings you to other situations where that are more beneficial or that you would like. It just will bring your life into gradually into expressing yourself more, because that's all we're always doing is expressing ourselves. How's it going? And we are full of love. You don't have to try to be. Your mind has resistance, so you have to try to be. It's who we are. You let go, stop holding on. Everybody's holding on to something. Yeah, they're always holding on to an identity. I think this. Oh yeah, I lost the game. Ah! I think about this about the world and this is how it has to be. Ah! No other way. That's because you are glued to that and you are forcing hate. We are limitless beings. If we have thoughts, they have to be out of positivity. They have to be limitlessly. It's our And when you feel the love inside of you, this is actually a no thought state. It's a feeling of the heart. And, and it's a feeling of love. And it's just here. That's the second time I've seen that squirrel jump. There it is. It jumped really funny. This is probably the closest the squirrel let me ever see it. I think it got something in its paw. Beautiful squirrel. Hello, Little Miss Sunshine, 89. And everybody, there goes another one. The squirrels were like, I never seen that the other, like 2 days ago. They were like fighting each other or playing hit tag. Really, our whole life is stressful, or it's a resistance to just letting things be. You can't control other people, let them be. You can control yourself. We have resistance to what's going on. Most people are stressed out from their thoughts. Someone's not chopping your head off, and it's kind of like an illusion. They're stressed out by all the stuff that's not even going on right here in the moment around them. Because the best part of life is being right here, feeling this. And once we feel this and we start to learn to express ourselves, it will guide and gradually take you to where your life wants to be. It's really not that hard. It's actually easy. Yeah, that thanks for the emoji, guys. Yeah. Yeah, I've never seen every time I see a squirrel or chipmunk, they always instantly run. Yeah. They don't like to be seen. Life is like the ocean. You can't control the waves. You can adjust the sails. Yeah. And what happened in the past doesn't matter. You're building a new life. And if you set your whole life up to be where you're at right now, well, then you can set up your future. If you really want something, you stay working towards that. You leave it on your mind. Because that means you're going in that direction. A lot of people just have something on their mind, or we could even say their hearts, but they don't think it's realistic. Well, if you think it's not realistic, then it's not going to happen. If you don't think you can do something, meanwhile other people are doing it, then you're not going to go do it. So most people have something they want to do, or even they think to do, but they don't do it. And what makes the people that go do it? They took action. Yeah. There are no negative thoughts, but if you do and assume they are negative, You change them to a positive. That's the only thing we can get out of negative. Negativity leads to more negativity. There's no way out. You can try this. One day, just make every decision negative. Feel negative about it, because you feel negative about it. But it's not your core underlying feeling. The next day, presumingly, do everything positive. Go against your thoughts. Change it all to a positive. Feel good about everything. And watch just how excitement you feel. Excited. And you will notice a difference between the days. You actually choose the day. Your thoughts are not wrong. But what you feel in your heart, abide in this. We are positive beings. We want to do positive things. Yeah. And so that's why everything you do, the only way out of anything is choosing positivity. If you ever see someone who complains, they continue complaining, even if they say they don't. Someone who's angry, they're angry all the time. It's not till something positive happens in their life that, they like change. They kind of get like blown back. It confuses them, because that's who you really are. You actually can create your life, which positivity is really the only decision to make. It leads to more positivity and a more outcome that you like. Thank you, Little Miss Sunshine. You don't like your life, or you're miserable because you're not doing things you like. And if you don't know what you like, which some people are going to say, we'll find out what you like, because you don't obviously like what you're doing. And you can even like what you're doing and set something up in the future that you even like more. Yeah. Because life is made for you to go live the life the way you want to, and to express yourself. We are here. That's why we have to fundamentally, the whole universe has a fundamental feeling. Because what is the universe? Oh, it's stars, it's galaxies, it's planets. Yeah, okay. That's just intellectual words. But it actually is just a fundamental feeling. It's called love. It's called life. And whatever exists out there in the galaxy, in the world, in heaven, it has to exist inside of you. And it does. It's life. And life actually is a feeling that's very subtle because your mind makes the waters muddy. Your water is the only this interference. But once you let it go, stop holding on to your thoughts, stop caring even what you think, more so resistance, then the love flows. It's like a dam. You take out the stoppage. And it's very subtle when your mind's active, but then it's an overwhelming feeling of it just almost makes you just like lay back and almost go to sleep. But you feel so at love, so at bliss. And this is why it's fundamental to feel this first. And then this will lead you to express yourself. I don't, I forget what like to start mogging again means. Like making fun of people. It may be your first time here, Lego, but you were life before you came here. You you were always life. You were life expressing itself and going through different disturbances just to come back to the life and realize who you are and what you want to do. Uh, you're welcome, little Miss Sunshine. I know you got goals and you're going to get them. I know you're working towards them. And I'm sorry for anybody that talks to me on a personal level. I've been really busy and I've been talking to some people, and sometimes I just can't talk to everybody. Yeah. And I had to go through some situations recently. It kind of just all happens at once, so it's like you never know when it's pre-planned. But thank you, Miss Sunshine. Outshine better than someone. Yeah. But then it's going to make them want to outshine you. And even if you do outshine someone, you know, you're going to be like in your head, yeah, I outshined you, so what? Bitch. It's just going to be like it may give you a high for a little bit, but it's artificial happiness, but it's not who you actually are, your essence. We died, I was murdered. I think Billy James is referring to his ego. Huh, that's interesting. I was always drawn to like Hades. More so this video game I used to play called Kingdom Hearts. But I liked Hercules too. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Money doesn't save anybody. Like, do you really think that uh whoever made Amazon, yeah, Jeff Bozo, and do you really think that the guy who created Facebook, do you really think he created it? Do you? Do you, do you, you don't think anyone else had a similar idea or an idea just like his? And how come there's not other Facebooks that are just as popular? It may be though. Such as, they say Christopher Columbus discovered America. There were people here. It was, how can you discover something that was already here? How can you invent the internet when it's already here? How can one person do that? Yeah. How come we hear about all these old artists, Picasso, Van Gogh, Pablo, and they all have O's? How come we don't hear about anybody that's currently living? Oh, yeah. You're welcome for the apology. Yeah. Sometimes when I talk to people, they like to talk for a long time. Yeah, and it's just like, it's not that I don't want to talk for a long time. I just, you know what I mean? I would. Not you specifically. I've talked to some people on the internet and it's like they've been waiting their whole life to run their mouth to me. Yeah. Being found by white people. Yeah, that's an accurate definition. Hey, I love the chat, Lego. There's nothing to be sorry for. Everything is just happening. Yeah, there's no right and wrong. You're kind of just neutral, but we are, if we do have to pick one, we are positivity because you feel positive about life. You question things, and you want to express yourself. That is positivity. Yeah, it's like everything in history is just someone's point of view they want you to hear. We don't like General Ford of World War II or One. No one thinks about General Ford. I'm not trying to be mean, but no one thinks about anybody in war, really. And it's not even a mean thing. I don't wake up and think about General Pickett. I mean, it's just, why are you teaching me this? It's okay. And it's almost they want you to know these plays that, you know, we know. Yeah, these people are strategically placed. Yeah. Yeah, the startup stories in the garage. You know exactly what I'm talking about, Lego. Yeah, yeah. How come all these people are so rich, but they all do the same thing? They all hang out with each other. Yeah, it's kind of weird. But Lego, the thing about the black pill is, one thing, it's in the mind. Yeah. Two, most people, even if they're average looking, most people look good. Most people, average people, actually look pretty good. I mean, there's not, you know what I mean? You're talking like black pill are like taking something like a troll and making it seem like everyone's a troll and like hideous looking. And I could understand if you have burn marks on your face or like something very rare and severe. They're kind of blowing that up. And most women, again, because we already look naturally attractive. It really, when you actually like someone, not like the ladies dancing on TikTok for money, they when you actually like somebody, which they're not going to get that, most likely. I'll explain that. But when you like someone, you're drawn to their energy. It's simple as that. And that actually makes them feel like they look so much better, but you just feel the connection. It doesn't really matter what they look like. It's how they make you feel. Yeah. It's really their personality. That's why you stick to the giggle bush. Giggle, giggle, giggle. It's our divine right to giggle. God laughs the most. And reality is a laugh. But like, again, when I'm telling you, most people that are in relationships, especially long-lasting ones, it, and women will tell you this more. The average one, they want someone that is funny, that is like loving. It's not really about the physical looks, but that's what's blown up in the mainstream to make you think you can't have this. You want something real, so you're going to get something real. It's coming for you, but you have to be real with yourself. And you see, you don't even need this stuff. You are real. And you're going to get someone beyond your belief. She's not going to care about your hair. She's not going to care about what the black pillars rated you because you paid them. Fuck them. The real girl, or it could be girls, vice versa, boys, they're gonna like you for who you are. There is traditional women out there. But they're in a village. They're in India. They're not in, mainstream America. They're in the outback. Okay? There could be some that are popular or famous, but those people are usually morally, going against themselves. Everybody in here wants the same thing. You can ask Little Miss Sunshine, or any woman in here, or that comes in here. Ask them, hey, what do you look for in a man? I guarantee, yeah, she might say looks, but again, most people already look good. I mean, it's just natural. Okay, well, you're already getting looks. That means you already have what you're looking for. What you're looking for is a peace of mind. No mind. You think this, you think that, you do this, you do that. Doesn't matter what you do. You always make the right choice. And what you feel the most is what is calling you the most. See, Lego, you said people weren't talking. No one talked for like the first hour and 15 minutes today. Now everyone's amped up. Really, you brought that into existence. Yeah. There's sometimes no one comes in my live at night. I don't give a fuck. And if I did give a fuck, don't take it as negative. Well, then I go on, or do I hold on it and be angry and pout for the next 7 days? What the 9 days of Hanukkah. No, it's as soon as you get over something, well, you have a peace of mind. It doesn't disturb you. So what is it that's disturbing you? Well, get over it. That's the only way. Because if you hold on to something, even if it's from years ago, you still have to get over it. Becoming neutral to it, or going into positivity. We're all going to get something real. If we want something artificial, like some other people do, such as the woman shaking her ass on social media, because she's drawing in that, then that's what she's going to get. Maybe. Yeah. I don't think you need money for long term, Lego. Plus, that you're young. How are you? You want me to ask her? Can I ask you a question? I have some people live. I won't show you, but what do you look for in a man?
Been there, done that, ain't doing it again.
It's not just their looks though.
No, it's what's inside that counts.
I'm gonna relay that to them. I just talked to this woman. She said, I'm about to go ask a bunch of women and do like a whole video series, which is a great idea. The lady, she said it's not about physical looks. It's about what's inside. Yes, some of these women have been influenced, the younger ones, that they're just influencing each other. They think it's all about looks. But you can't that's not for you. They're going to get that karma. They're going to get their own action. So yeah, maybe social media, maybe your view it destroyed it, but we're something amazing is happening and we are coming out of social media. We're bursting into new life. The same life expressing into something new, back to nature. Yeah, I mean, but what's social media to someone who doesn't watch social media? There are people like that, but you're not going to find them on social media. That's why the real life connection, you may find someone you do like on social media. You may connect with your best friend, your future wife, husband. And it's the internet's really just a great possibility. It's what we pay attention to. Our attention is our currency. So paying attention to black pill stuff, it could make you feel negative. It's a D-male psychologically is how we evolve. What did Billy James say? I guess it doesn't. Sorry, Billy James. Uh, God may guide you, but you have to feel the guidance. God is acting through you. Life is flowing. The the waves are life are flowing. right through you. We are complete ourselves. Before we even need anybody, we find completion when we feel our inner selves, when the talking stops. We can even become aware of our thinking, okay? That means we are awareness. The reality only exists because we effing see it. Listen, Lindsay's in here. Lindsay, what do you look for the most in a man? Hello, Lindsay. Yeah, the world only exists because we see it. We are the existence. It wouldn't exist if we weren't here before. It's all one. And the connection can be felt right inside of us. Okay, Lego, but what if God gives you someone who's not American? What if she's Native American? What if that's what I mean? We always think that God's going to give us this something that we believe in. But what he's going to give you is way beyond anything you can imagine. He's going to give you the perfect man. He's going to give you the perfect relationship. And if it's not perfect and not what you want, then it's not it. You'll know it's it because the intrinsic feeling of the relationship between anything, not just another human being. Your job, it feels like it's it. If you're questioning it, it's not it. It will always pull you, like almost like it's dire or dragging you because it always pulls you. God is good, God is life. Hello, Lindsay. Lindsay Lohan. No, no. The person I talked to never been on social media. There's people who like doctors or surgeons who don't have time for social media. There's people living their life. They may post on YouTube, post traveling vlogs, but they're not act. They don't really search for. They don't really go on social media, though they post. Most people actually just post. Even more so, everyone's searching for something on social media, usually. And what they're searching for is inside themselves. Your mind is rapid fire right now. Yeah, exactly. If you have to question anything, it's not the right way. Great, Lindsay. I don't care what race, religion, by Little Miss Sunshine. Such a great name. Yeah, if you had like a rap artist name, Even like a singing stage name, Little Miss Sunshine. If you're a good person, that's all that matters to Little Miss Sunshine. Exactly. Matt the Visionary said, uh, it, it'd be better if she was foreign because the standards and the more realistic expectations. Yeah. Spirituality is just always here. It's stillness, not that one thought is good or one thought is bad. You always feel. You just need to feel and keep feeling instead of getting caught up in your mind. Yeah. See you later, Lindsay. We're about to be out of here anyway. It's, I would stay on here all day, but we're coming up. Thanks for everyone for stopping in here. Follow your heart. Feel the inside of you, then you'll be satisfied. And then you'll find something that will satisfy you because it will be drawn to you because you are satisfied. And you knock out everything artificial. What's not meant for you. You can even try to see if it's meant for you, but it's not meant for you. Yeah. Yeah. We we are meant to have sex. It's yeah, but it's kind of like it's a body thing, and once it gets in your mind, it corrodes it. But naturally, we are love, so really you want to have sex because it's an expression. It can be an expression of love. So that's why some people want to have sex all the time, especially, you could say it doesn't matter if it's a woman or a guy. Because when you actually, which most of them don't, but if you do feel the love inside of you, it's boundless. Yeah. But when you do ego out of a lust or love or sex, sorry, out of ego or lust, it's not the same. Yeah. There are no limits between us. And we're always going to want what the heart calls for. That's all it's calling for. But really, you just want to feel the balance inside yourself. You want to feel the life. then you won't care about even being with significant other. If it happens, or if you feel called, then it happens. But once you feel a life inside of you, you'll want to go write stories, go travel the world. You won't even care. You won't even think twice about romance. And really, it felt so comfortable sitting down there. I could probably sit down there all day. Felt like I just got up from the moon. But really, it's just our resistance in our head. Come back to the neutral point, or come back to positivity if you're working through the mind. Yeah, no, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're made to become obsessive over our physical looks. And I liked my physical looks when I was 17 and 16 and 15. But, obviously, I don't even think about my looks. Huh. Yeah. In fact, that's why I did everything I did. Sex is usually lust. What do you think masturbation is? Yeah. Not that there's nothing wrong with masturbation. I don't recommend it. But that's just lust. And if you go with masturbation without it for like a week, you don't even feel the need to do it. We become creatures of habit. So naturally, we like to get into a habitual thing. And that goes with anything. Yeah, I mean, personalities of older women, they have really good personalities. Yeah. And they need to be valued. They need to be shined. They need to shine. Yeah. Women want to act all spicy. Men do this too, though. They want to act like assholes. But you don't have to act like that. You're playing that personality. Because when people get in little groups, especially I see when people work together, such as like construction groups, they all force their impeding thoughts on each other. And so you can't act out of how people think. If you act a little different than the group that you're in, well, they pretty much make you plowable or malleable, and they mold you into them. And so they get this masculine, over masculine. No one likes a masculine woman. We don't like aggressive women. It's like a turnoff. It may appeal to the ego, but we don't like that. Yeah, lesbian. That's funny that you mentioned that because every time I see lesbians, they always get one of them always ends up looking like a guy and cutting their hair. And well, it just looks like a guy at this point. So why not get with a guy? And I'm not going to get into the depths of it, but I don't understand how they even have sex because they have nothing to penetrate. Like literally, I understand why guys could, they actually have something, but there's no penetration. I feel like even lesbians. What's up, boss? I feel like even lesbians, eventually they're gonna want penetrated. Just yeah, but I don't know. I'm not a girl. I mean, yeah, they're bumping tacos, making sour cream. Yeah, because it's been swirled up in there for so long. Yeah, I mean, maybe they do get some feeling or arousal out of it. I mean, there's great people in here. There's great people in the world, and we feel called towards that. And again, when you love your life, you're gonna just naturally fall into things you want to do, find things you want to do, and keep loving life. Yeah, I mean that was like a thought that came to me, but I actually obviously know and see lesbians, so yeah. Yeah. It's kind of just funny. Yeah, I'm not personally, I don't feel attraction towards a guy. Yeah, I mean I'm on the same wave, Lego. Yeah. I Chad can turn them straight. Let's see. Lego, you are winning. You are always winning. That is your mind. Yeah, that the thing about women is women realize, I mean, talking from my perspective, older women, the thing is they usually don't like take care of their body or they don't know how. But then they want something real at so late in their life, and maybe they do have a better personality or they're better then than they were before, but people aren't gonna don't like the physicality of it. Yeah. But to me, in my honest opinion, we're meant to pretty much look good and fuck till the day we die. on a biological and natural level. But obviously, that's rare in society. Or, older women are drawn to talking to me in real life. Yeah. I don't know who's objectifying you, little Lego. Yeah. You just gotta find somebody that you feel a connection to and hone in on that. Yeah. Yeah, but like, give up now and just go do it. Like, it's what you want the most. At least try it. Because you say you don't know what you want. But if you do, if a girl and a family is what you want the most, if you feel called for, then don't set up the obstacles. Go get it now. And then the future will play out to how you want. The house, the money, the kids. Little Lego. It kind of just like rolled off. Yeah. I mean, I'm feeling good in here. Feeling good. And yeah, I want to stay in here. So we're staying in here a little longer. My phone is like on 12%. It might just transform to 0. But I'm definitely taking off my shirt because, yeah. The sun's just like, the heat's just increasingly hot. It's really not little though. Yeah. Like this blue bandana, it happens to be like the same color as my sweater. I actually was gonna wear the yellow bandana, but it was all crinkly. And I just happened to throw both of these on. Little Lego. Yeah, I mean, again, Lego, what you think of yourself, start thinking. It doesn't matter what other people think of you. You need to think that you are the shit. And you need to think that it doesn't matter what you think. Your thinking changes all the time. It's not the real you. It's illusionary. What did you think before you got into the black pill? What did you think when you think about the kids in Africa and the Palestine war? And what did you think before when you were younger? Most women. Lego. People, girls very, like, the girl that's gonna like you is not gonna care about your money. And most likely she's gonna get money herself, which you're gonna have a dual income. Yeah, real ones don't need anything but true love and connection. That's all we're doing is connecting every day. And what we feel the connection most, that's it. Maybe in the past your ego had a connection towards something or somebody, and now you don't have it anymore, such as lust. Maybe you don't feel the connection no more. Well, Lego, I know when you masturbate, there is like some cinematic effect if you do it real often, and it makes you look down on yourself. It makes you look downward on when you self masturbate. That's why it's not recommended by religions and gurus. Yeah, because it can give you a sense of not worthiness because you kind of like, you know, you kind of gave your gift to yourself. I was actually going to make a video yesterday on semen retention. Yeah. People used to say, like, oh, he talks about Jordan Peterson or he puts his name in the title. I haven't put his name in there for over a year. And I'm talking about my future videos. I haven't even talked about semen retention on my channel. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know how often you were posting videos, Matt, the visionary, but if you were already posting videos, you probably have more than 50 subs. Yeah. And posting shorts is probably easier to get subs and just easier to do. Yeah. Ignore this dumb childhood username of mine. Hey, there's nothing wrong with it. It's playful. It's not dumb. It's not dumb at all. Yeah, I don't know I don't know all the pills. You're old. You're 35. Yeah, trust me. The years kind of like I've been in a coma the last 9 years. So I may be like 30, but I still feel like I'm 21. Yeah, I still feel like I'm 21. Yeah. Yeah, Yeah, there's love to go around. When you feel your inner being, the life that's bursting out of you, it's expressing itself. You can feel this right now. You can't deny it. You're bursting with life. You wish you could see everyone's faces. Sorry you can't see mine. Yeah, they should make they should make the text like at least like half of the screen, and people's profile pictures should be way bigger. Not like an ant literally bigger than the picture. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say you are shadow banned, but usually they only do that after you like start get a following. Yeah. That's great, Lego. You love your name. Yeah. All we can do is keep trying and feel what we feel the most and go in that direction. Yeah. We make life harder than it is. Let's see what time it is. I mean, I like your Lego name. It's probably the most memorable one. God comes. Hello, Kashawn Lee. God comes when you express yourself, because then everything leaves your mind. God comes through love. So we can feel this connection inside of us, and we have to quiet the mind. If you can't quiet the mind, then do what you love and feel called the most to do, and that will put you in a flow, a work flow, where your mind becomes dim and you feel this ecstasy. Again, we are living life right now, and it's you can feel this right now. This happiness is bursting outside of you. There's no holding it back. Yeah, the very life we are, you know, it's expanding, it's seeping into everything else. We're full of joy, excitement. Don't create resistance in your mind. Let let everything be positive, and do not fight your thoughts. Fizz is at the spot. Yeah, I was just talking about how I feel. I basically feel like I'm 19, Kashawn Lee. Some people are big babies and they throw temper tantrums. They're choosing to throw temper tantrums because they are complaining about life and they are not aware that they create their life. The only way to go once you become aware is positive. And if we just feel even for a glimpse the vibrancy that is inside of us, the feeling, it's always emanating, it's always expelling from you. Yeah. It's the best feeling in the world. So the more you sit in the feeling of you, which it's not the mind, the more it's the best feeling, the less you need. The real you is inside of you. This is where you feel complete. And the search that you're searching for is actually not external. The being, all of presence, is inside of you. The universe only exists because you are there to be aware of it, that it exists. Love, don't judge. Yeah. Judging comes from the mind. Love is our natural essence. It flows from us. It is formless. And it's always here, running like the water through us. The best thing about being alive is your life. It's the feel of it. Because you are the life beyond the thoughts. We're, yeah, I don't, yeah, you can't post pictures in the chat. Yeah, your ego is just your viewpoint of the world. So, but it's not who you are. Who you are is the sentient being inside of you. It is the thoughtless state. Huh. Yeah, Matt the Visionary, he only lives like 2 hours away from me. And recently we went on a hike. Yeah. And I plan to meet up with all of you. And if not by the end of this year, next year I'm going to be traveling the world. not traveling for my own expenditure or fun, though that may happen. In between, I will be teaching like and giving events like I am now. Yeah. I just need to have people aware of the events, or it could be money to start at certain places. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't. Yeah, yeah. User friendliness is out the window. Most of the time, though, when I go to these places to hike, they don't have internet connection. Yeah. So, but that would be nice, Lego. Like I said, a lot of stuff in my life is going to be changing all around, but more so externally. Yeah. I'm I'm telling the truth. You'll see it soon. Thank you, Kashawn Lee. Yeah. Again, we all have wisdom for each other. Even a homeless man who's not really homeless because he has a home. The earth is our home, and so is nature. And we're all going back to this. Yeah. So everybody has knowledge to give you. And every connection you make in real life, or even online, it's redirecting you to find your inner self. If someone makes you mad, that's just you trying to not be mad anymore. Okay? So as soon as you get over something, you find your true self. Your mind is a bundle of impressions, but it's just resistance. Stop your mind from stressing you. If it stress you, go against that. You want your mind to be relaxed and not stress you out in any way. Because that's what it's doing for everybody, stressing you. Thank you, Kashawn Lee. Thank you, Kashawn. My message is attractive to people. Birds of a feather flock together. Well, I actually have chickens in my backyard, and I'm gonna have more chickens in another yard. And yeah, these chickens, they will not, even if they escape one of them, they stay with each other. So I say birds of the same feather flock together. It's It's so true. Like, kind of funny. Yeah. Everyone out here is attractive in their own way. Yeah. And I'm no better than anybody. And neither are you. We're just expressing ourselves. And that's why whatever we feel called most to do, we have to lean towards that. Some people feel called to do nothing. I mean, as in just like sitting there for maybe a day. Well, you just have to be and follow what that energy tells us. It pulls us. Everyone together can conquer any weather. That's true. If we were together, there would be no... everything would be fine. But again, it's your mind. Why do some of my neighbors that live right behind me or in front of me, and I stayed there longer, why do they move in, invite a bunch of people over, and they're communicating, they're saying hello, they're laughing. But when they see the neighbors right in me, they don't even say hi. That's the mind. They don't talk to anybody in the neighborhood. Yeah. Yeah. The mind is the ultimate stressor. That's why you ultimately let it go. See that it's not you. Or if you can't feel your inner being, you reinforce positivity. You change everything to positive. Like a light switch. Okay. Well, we're going to get out of here. I love all you guys. Yeah. Because people that drive, they always think, oh, I need to get ahead of this person. And if you're in an emergency with someone's like dying in the hospital, maybe you do. But not really. Because what's going to happen is going to happen. And rushing somewhere is not the answer. Sorry, I have to